Bravo. Yeah. We on baby number Quattro. Yeah. My whole crib.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pierce the intended target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
story.
Long night.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by Davis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam on, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now it's Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Palmer. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On third down. Beck puts it on the carpet. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Cowboys 3.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Second and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly.
But I think the ball's out.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Herbert off of play action. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, it's Herbert.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, it's Prescott. And it is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Bass.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded
touchdown, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to put him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
That was terrible. Awful. Was the worst call ever. Just disgraceful.
It's not over. Why are you guys giving up?
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now 2nd and 9. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That good for 19 and a first down. To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
3 yards on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Herbert. He's got another one to Johnston. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
And Johnston sent in motion.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. This is caught inside the 15. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Play action. It's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. It's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chargers.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Hold in here, Caldwell. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense to him out.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Ramsey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 3rd and 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Go.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 5-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Pass out left, finds Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Prescott going to change the play.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 33. Up the middle they go. Bass. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that
has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 74 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. They get 2nd and 7 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They run it again with Chubb. Powers through him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
At the Chargers' 18-yard line.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Pushing his way through. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of 1 yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 40 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
42. Cowboys 17.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Prescott on 1st down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
2nd down and inches.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On play action, Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alec Pierce,
54 yards.
and the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
22. Do not keep it in 22. Stop the ball carrier.
The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll roll him out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Charles, a lot.